I'm stuck at a crossroad of muck and a paved way that the lost go. I was always told, go which way nobody else flows. Create a story from the puddle of yuck that I was tossed through. Dunked under, plundered, walked in the moss too. Cobwebs of the place that was untouched my family was supposed to walk through. To help me to walk loose and confident in the mirror image of the reflection as my God. Boo. Guess it's up to me to make sure my family too as me walk colossal into exhaust fumes, race strong and monster obstacles as fragile as fossils and giant over these fossil gigantic problems catered to you in disguise, tall, towering, mythological, prodigious, cosmic, comic book nonsense of a gigantic figure spewing involuntary comments from the author of darkness acting as a henchman. With parent quoted and margined, separated from text, dialogue by itself. So you know, a henchman can't be a giant if it's controlled by something too scared, knowing you're defiant and can tarnish its repertoire arson. As God is your giant that marches behind you in your quest marching of what's left of a righteous sodomized starstruck kid molested behind closed doors of Sodom and Gomorrah. Toss me the lemons and sodium from storage, squirt it in the eyes of the molestee, then have a pot of porridge with an orange accompanied by George tied up in the corner in the next room over peeking past the door. Of the 4-inch crack, I see the glimpse of his forehead peeking past the chloroform bottle laying next to his arm and torso in the door that has nail engravings scratched an inch deep. JK, these are just thoughts of a confused and traumatized kid laying in his best friend's sheets, paralyzed out of his mind of what in the world just happened to me. Came over to play games online, but got touched at the lower reach, and instead, cut scenes, I grabbed my spiky stuffed pet, ran upstairs, flipped the switch to green and on, then off to red, then on again, stuttering movement, forgetting how to make my limbs bend in motion, finally find my way to a bed. Whew. On land, but emotions as chaotic as ocean waves, endured commotion as an ape brave and traumatized kid floating in the ocean, middle of nowhere, all while I'm poached, loathing, post lotion, on a bed with dry sheets, no body of water, motion to be found around me, stationed on dry land, internally screaming, but mustered up the courage to remain stoic, face frozen to stay strong, composed, non-vulnerable in the moment, just breathe, see, pretend to remain unbothered, call upon my father for the strength need be to recede this trauma. Thanks be T-O-G-O-D as I gaze the comet plummet on the walls of Sodom and Gomorrah knocking walls to the base ground destroyed ain't no stopping what God could do to fall space force acting as solid ground because only through God can you be built on rock that is unwavering. So I say this, no matter what you're going through, it's nothing our God can't handle. Bring it to his sandals, mantle your cross and follow. Still a hard pill to swallow. But I pray for the strength to display grace to my enemies and for you to work on what's broken in me. And strength to withstand whiplash of generational bondage, and courage like David in a stone making way for my family from all giants.